Further restrictions are being released in New South Wales. Importantly, though, I want to thank the people of our great state for the efforts that they have all made in going out and being vaccinated, and importantly, the testing. Today, over the last 24 hours, we've seen over 100,000 tests here in New South Wales. I have complete confidence in our health system and complete confidence in the people of our great state to keep our people safe during this next journey of the pandemic. As we've said from the outset, vaccination has been the key for us to being able to open up safely. We've always said as we've opened up, as mobility increases, case numbers will increase. Case numbers alone are not the only important factor. What is important is our hospitalisations and ICU presentations. And today, I think in the last 24 hours, we've seen 24 ICU presentations there are currently 24 people in ICU across New South Wales, and that is a positive thing. And if we continue to look after each other, look out for each other, be cautious in indoor settings, keep those principles of socially distancing, then we will ensure that we keep that hospitalisation rate down and that ICU presentation rate down too. I want to make a point continuing to encourage people across the state to get that booster shot. We've made that very, very clear, and it's incredibly, incredibly important. And I want to thank everybody who has gone out right across our state to get that booster shot. You can have that booster, that third vaccination, at your GP, your pharmacist, and in addition to that, obviously at our vaccination centres at Homebush and Granville. We've seen many, many people do that. That's incredibly important. I continue to push the point in respect of boosters because what we're seeing is that they are important, particularly against this new variant. So if people can continue to make that effort, that will ensure that we can keep people safe as we move through. The other important change today is a small change in relation to close contacts and the definition around that will be mainly focused in respect of households. So if you're deemed to be a household contact, a close contact would be generally a member from your household, but Kerry will go into further detail in relation to that because there may be occasions where health may determine outside of that definition that you would be a close contact. In those circumstances, rather than having to isolate for 7 days, you'll just need to get a negative PCR test. So I want to once again end by thanking everybody across the state. We never believed that we'd be able to get to a vaccination rate that is close to 95%. The government has done what the government has had to do. Some of the decisions we've made have been unpopular. I accept that. But I can say that everything that we have done has been focused on keeping people safe, keeping the economy open, and keeping people in work. But the efforts that everybody has made around our state to get vaccinated, particularly want to urge those people who have had one dose of the vaccination and have not gone back for your second dose vaccination, please do so. We are seeing the uptick in cases. That should be a reminder to us all, in order to keep people safe, in order to put downward pressure on the hospital system here in New South Wales, or put downward pressure on ICU presentations, please go out and get that second shot. And if you're eligible for that booster, we've seen that the TARGI's come out, TGA's come out, and so we're moving that period from 6 months to 5 months. So there'll be many more people now across New South Wales who are eligible for that booster shot. Please go out and do it. That has been the key to us being opening up as quickly but as safely as possible. So I can't reiterate that enough. But if you haven't received your second dose, please do so. And if you're eligible for your booster, which is now 5 months after your second dose, please go and do it. I'm now going to pass to Minister Hazzard, who will reiterate some of the health messages. Then Dr. Kerry Chant will give an update in terms of new cases and areas of concern. And then Susan Pearce will speak to a range of matters, but particularly as well the importance of vaccination and booster shots to keep us safe.